spice, and everything nice.
Hey, what's up you guys? Michelle here and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my den. It's Saturday. It's a gloomy ass Saturday here in Miami. And I was like, what do I want to do today? I'm feeling really lazy. As you can tell, wearing a big tee, no makeup on. Also, disclaimer before we start, if I get any questions, I don't know if you guys can see, but I got all scratched up a week ago on the weekend. I got really drunk. I just like scratched myself getting in and out of the water at the beach. It was a mess. I also got a cold sore from all the drinking and it went in the sun and I'm just a hot mess. But today we're just gonna chill, talk, eat some yummy food. I haven't done a mukbang in a really long time and I always love seafood mukbang, so I was like, I'm gonna do a seafood mukbang and we're just gonna hang out and just like talk. I really wanted to do my makeup and all that, but I wanted this to be as like real as possible. I just want to sit here and just eat with you guys because it is getting a little lonely here, and this week is my birthday, and one thing that I really wanted to eat was a seafood boil. So I'm here having like a little mini birthday dinner with you guys. So here I have a seafood boil from this place called 3 Chefs here in Miami. It was honestly the cheapest boil that I could find because all of them were really expensive. Like usually seafood boils are super fucking pricey and I didn't really want to spend that much money on a seafood boil. Like I did, but I didn't. So here we have, I'm sorry, I'm literally just getting started like right away. So we have a lobster tail, shrimp, snow crab, and mussels. And it also came with potatoes, corn, and sausage. I'm gonna try to stick away from the sides and just focus more on the seafood, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some corn, let's be real. Before we get started on the questions, I just kinda wanna grub a little bit because I've been waiting for this for a hot minute. I think the last time I had a seafood boil was right before like quarantine really started. Sorry if the light is a little blinding behind me. We still haven't put it up yet, but it's the only form of lighting that I have right now. So that's what we're working with. I also asked you guys online to ask me some questions so we can like chit chat and things like that. So I may have underestimated this sauce because this shit is spicy. This is so, I'm like here like all by myself having a seafood boil. I'm not all by myself, I'm with you guys, but okay, should we get started on the questions? So first question, let's start all the way from the beginning. So first question I got is favorite part of your lady den so far. My favorite part of my lady den is just having it and having the opportunity to create my dream lady den. I've always wanted my own space to be able to create and just like have like my own little girly room, like to get ready. Like I'm just like still in shock of just having it, like being here. I'm filming it here. All right, I'm gonna have some corn. I'm sorry keto, but where's my napkin? Oh my god. Honestly, the crazy thing about this is that I can't really taste any of this still, but it's spicy, so it tastes like really good. But yeah, that's my favorite part of the lady den is just having it. And also this past weekend, I had friends over when we went out, which is why I have all these scratches. It was my one of my best friends last weekend here before going back to New York. So we went out and she slept over at my house, and her and my cousin, you guys know my cousin, were taking pictures in my mirror and taking pictures in my light, and like we were just here pre-gaming in my house, and it was so much fun. And that's like most of the reason why I also wanted to make this den so special, was for moments like that, like before we go out and they like want to take pictures. Like it's so cool because like it's my spot, and when they like post pictures, like everyone's gonna know like, oh, like that's Michelle's spot. Like it looks so fucking cool and like so much fun. Like I want it to be the fun spot. Are you still intentionally trying to lose weight? As of right now, as I'm like stuffing my face with fucking seafood, I've been telling you guys my struggles that I've had with my recent weight loss vlogs, that it's been really difficult for me to lose weight just because of like life, and losing weight just hasn't really been my focus right now, but I'm definitely on the road to doing so. I'm just focusing on other things right now, slowly, little by little, but I'm obviously not as strict as I was before. Obviously the goal is to go back to that. Thank God I didn't put on any fucking makeup because this is a mess. But this week is the week of my birthday and I definitely need to lose some weight, so I'm gonna be doing an egg fast, so I'm really enjoying this. How do people talk and do this at the same time? I don't know if this is a good idea. This shit ain't cute at all, honestly though, but like, Whatever, we're keeping it real here. You guys know that. I don't care, we grubbing. The next question that I saw was we're gonna start talking about OnlyFans. And I feel like I can talk a lot about that. Do I have something? Ew, look at me having butter on my fucking chin. Every time I see people do mukbangs and they have like butter on their chin, it bothers me so much. And now I see why they don't see that they have it. So the question was, how does my boyfriend feel about OnlyFans? OnlyFans has always been something that I wanted to do. I've always thought that it was like a cool way to make some money on the side. Let's be real. I've always been a pretty openly, like just an open person all around when it comes to my body, I guess. Like I'm all about flaunting what you have and being proud of your body. With my boyfriend, it's always been talked about, but it never really got serious because I just kind of like forgot about it. And I remember one of my friends, Betty, I don't know if you're seeing this, but hi, Betty, my girl right there. She made one and it was like kind of like a familiar face doing it. And I took it as an opportunity of, oh, this is someone that I'm close to, that I know, that we can like kind of do this together and talk about it and go through it, because obviously I knew it was not gonna be an easy process. So something about OnlyFans that I don't think people really understand is that it's not as easy as it looks. It's definitely a lot of work. It's definitely different. That's kind of why, not that I put it to the side, but I knew it was something that I had to take serious if I wanted to do so. And if I was gonna do it, I want to do it seriously and I want to do it correctly. But long story short, I saw that she did it and I was like, oh my goodness, this was kind of like I gotta do it now because she's doing it, you know, and I won't feel so alone. And I talked about it with my boyfriend and it was literally a super quick combo. He's like, I think it also made him feel comfortable too, that it was someone that we know that was doing it. And we're like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. Obviously, we talked about it. Obviously at first it's not so much uncomfortable, but it's definitely getting used to. But now we're just big chilling about it. We don't really talk about, I mean we do, but like I'll send him what I'm gonna like send out, or like pictures like before I post them. Obviously keep him involved. I feel like if you're someone who wants to start OnlyFans and you're in a relationship, it's all about communication. And you also have to realize that for your partner, it's definitely something that is uncomfortable, and it's something that isn't gonna be super easy and be like, oh yeah, go ahead and post your nudes for the internet for everyone to see. So when it comes to that, just communicate it and talk about it. And if it's something that you want to do, don't be scared to talk about it. At the end of the day, it's still your body, but at the end of the day, you're still in a relationship. In the same way that you would want respect from them, you have to respect how you want respect from them. You have to also respect the relationship as well. But he's super supportive about it because I keep him involved in it. You definitely want to have them involved so they don't feel like you're keeping like any secrets and shit like that. Let me see if there's any other questions about OnlyFans, just so I can like stay in the same. Oh, would you ever consider stripping? With all due respect, mama. Hey. Okay, you guys, we're about to get super real. So let's talk about stripping, shall we? Don't come for me for this. This is always something, an opinion that I've had, and I still do. I have so much respect for strippers. I have so much respect for sex workers, as you guys should as well. As everyone should. So strippers, right? Everyone loves strippers. Everyone loves the idea of strippers. But now, would you be one is the question. Like, would you ever be a stripper? And the answer to that is yes. I think one of my fantasies has always been to be a stripper. I like the glam, like obviously there's an ugly side to it, a very ugly side to it. But just like, it's so beautiful to see women feel so like empowered and like sexy within themselves and like take care of themselves and the outfits and the confidence, and I love that. I love all that stuff. Obviously, like the whole like getting all glammed up, looking cute, the fucking pleaser heels, the super high heels, oh my god, just all of it. Obviously, would I strip now? No, I don't think I'd ever. I think I've always wanted to, just for fun. There's no shame in that. But realistically speaking, I don't think I'd be, I mean, I would be able to, but I don't think I'd be able to at the same time. There's a lot of things that come with it that I don't think that I would think that I am ready for or that I can handle, but I don't think I would. There's too much that comes with it, and I don't want to get like caught in that light because I know that I would really like it. And I just feel like I would love it so much that I would forget about long-term goals. So, and also I can't be a stripper right now because I have no body to be a stripper. But would I ever, if I ever wanted to, oh my god, 1000%. If you talk to my friends, like one of my biggest fantasies is to be a stripper. I kind of do live my stripper fantasy on OnlyFans. I get to buy cute outfits and heels and take cute pics. I got something out of it, and I am perfectly fine with it. I actually love it. Would you guys strip? What do you guys feel about strippers? Was it last year or the year before I just started going to strip clubs, and super random. It wasn't until like literally like mid-20s that I started to go. And I remember the first time that I went, when I fell in love with it. I fell in love with all the girls, like so many girl crushes. I was like, oh my God, I love this. And my boyfriend and I would always go on little dates to the strip club. The best dates are strip club dates, period, point blank. This is so hard to do. I feel like doing this is like making it hard to eat it correctly. I promise you I don't suck this bad at eating crab. I wonder how my neighbors feel listening to me talk about strippers and shit, because you can hear everything in between these walls. All right, next question. Now that we already talked about stripping. I love that question though. Let's eat this lobster, shall we? The thought of having to try out terrifies me too. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Fucking terrifies me. I can be a really confident person when I want to, but let me tell you something. I can also be very insecure too. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having fun. I hope the light in the back doesn't blind you. I left most of my lights my parents' house just because most of vlogs have been during the day. It's already, I think it's about to be like 7, 8 o'clock here, but it's also gloomy. I've been using natural light. This video was also super mega last minute. I was like, I want to have a little birthday dinner with you guys. I want to do a mukbang. I was like, why the hell haven't I done a mukbang in my new apartment? If mukbangs are so much fun to film, I just don't have that much like furniture and things yet. Like I want to do like weekly mukbangs and things like this, but I need a better setup because I'm like really, I mean the frame is fine, but I just want you guys to see the food more. I put my food on top of what I use to edit. It's like a little thing that you use on your bed, but it's too low, so I want to get something that so the food can be higher. So this one's just a little just because I really wanted to today, just to chill and vibe with you guys. How is your mental health doing now in your new apartment? Oh, that's a good one. I feel like my mental health has been a little all over the place. For example, like this week, a really old friend of mine, Miss Anxiety, came. I'm gonna be I'm completely honest with you guys. I know for a fact, every single time after I drink, I don't know if some of you guys can relate, but it's not so much a hangover. My blood pressure goes down. I get a lot of anxiety after I drink, and it triggers, like, obviously, like, is depressant a word? Like alcohol is a depressant, and I haven't done anything in a really long time, obviously since moving and things like that, and I haven't gotten drunk like that in a really long time, and I got drunk basically 2 days straight, and it triggered my anxiety this week, and then it triggered just like everything that I've been anxious about, if that makes any sense. This week I've had a lot of panic attacks, a lot of anxiety attacks to where like my vision goes blurry, and I haven't had panic attacks or anxiety attacks like that in a really long time. I can't even tell you the last time that I really had panic attacks like that, but it wasn't fun. This week was really hard for me mentally, but all in all, I feel like I've been okay. It's just a lot of adjusting to, you know, being alone. I've enjoyed these past 2 days tremendously because I've been able to relax and do nothing, but I also feel like, and my friends also told me when moving out, they're like, there's gonna be a time where you're gonna constantly be doing things, you're not gonna be able to rest, you're gonna always be busy, and you're gonna be spending a lot of money, but at some point it's obviously gonna stop. But you know, you just moved out. After spending those 2 days, you know, I had fun going out with my friends, stuff like that. I was backed up on work. It's so hard being your own, and I hate like talking about like being your own boss, but I mean technically is what it is. Like you work for yourself, you control your hours and how you work, and you can basically do whatever you want. But because of that, after my 2 days of drinking and having fun, I backed myself up off of videos, sponsorships, and things like that, and it was just a mess, and it caused a lot of anxiety, and it was really hard because it's very hard to balance out like work life, and especially when you work for yourself, and your regular life, I guess. I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to like do this and talk at the same time. Because when it comes to work, you just have a schedule, you get there and you do what you do and you leave. When you work for yourself and you do OnlyFans and YouTube, like you have to film, you have to be in a good mood, you have to be ready, you have to edit, you have to do this, you have deadlines, and it's hard. And trust me when I tell you, it has me not wanting to drink for a bit. And even having my birthday so close, my birthday's in less than 10 days, in a week exactly, I almost don't even want to do anything. This week I've done a lot of like talking to myself in a way of, that's one of the things that's been kind of cool about living alone, is that I'm able to look at myself like in the mirror and like, you know how people will tell you like daily affirmations and like talk to yourself and this and that. Obviously when you live in a house full of people, it's kind of weird if you do that, but I've done a lot of, because I talk to myself a lot. I don't know if you guys do. I enjoy it. I love talking to myself. Especially not living basically alone. And I've been telling myself, you know, like, you're gonna be okay. It's just a phase. You're overwhelmed. You always get through it. You're a bad bitch. My nose is running. So I don't know if I really answered that question correctly as saying like, how's my mental health? I feel like I'm just like, it's good, but I'm just overwhelmed because I want to do so many things, because I'm that type of person who loves to do everything at once, and I want to get everything done at once. Also, now talking about apartments and all that stuff, I saw a question on there. I tried to like look at the questions all at once so I don't have to clean my hands again, because it's such a mess even cleaning my hands. There was a question that said, why doesn't my boyfriend vlog with me? So why doesn't my boyfriend vlog with me? Why don't you guys see him? So he works every single day. He works every single day. He is a car salesman. He works at a car dealership. If you guys know anything about car salesmen, their life is their job. So by the time he gets home from work, I'm already done for the day. He's coming back from work, he's tired. And then on his days off, I'm not filming. We're just like going out to eat or doing something. Hopefully soon you guys can see him more in videos. I think we're going on a trip soon, and obviously I'm gonna be filming the entire trip. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited. And yeah, there's not really much to it. He doesn't mind being on camera. He does get camera shy a little bit. He has his days where he's super camera shy, and he has his days where he wants to be like the star of the show. But no real reason, just because he's always working. Am I almost done with everything? There's no way. Another project that I'm super excited to start is my podcast, and I've been trying to like put it to the side because I want to get other things done first, but I think I'm gonna put that first. Like, are you guys excited for that? Like, should I tell you guys the name that I have for my podcast? Fuck it, I'm gonna tell you guys just because we hear vibing. These shrimps are weird. They like dissolve in my mouth. Like, are shrimps even supposed to do that? I think they were overcooked. So I've been telling you guys that I want to start a podcast very soon. I love podcasts, especially now living alone. I've enjoyed them a lot, like doing things around the house. And I was like, why don't I make one? I feel like I got a lot to say. And clearly people here on YouTube think that I have a lot to say too. So I have decided to make one, especially when my den is gonna be all ready and all cute. I think I also want to record and post on YouTube the podcast. So the name that I have in mind, well, no, it's done. Like, that's gonna be the name of my podcast. It's gonna be called Shut Up Michelle. The reason behind it is because one day I was talking to one of my best friends, Brianna, and she said something and she's like, oh my gosh, shut up, Brianna. Like, she was talking to herself, and I was like, oh my God. Like, it just clicked in my head. And people are always commenting on my videos saying that I talk too much and that too much to say, and they're annoyed about how I talk too much and that I ramble too much. And I was like, oh my goodness, how funny would it be to name my podcast Shut Up Michelle? How great would that be? And I want my podcast to be like as real. I just used my nail, like one of those forks that like opens. Crap, how funny is that? And I just want it to be a podcast of just literally talking shit with my friends and talking about our past experiences and being completely raw. I feel like sometimes, as raw as I can be here on YouTube, I feel like sometimes I'm not comfortable talking about certain things. And I feel like on my podcast, it's gonna be like, even though I'm super personal here, obviously I just talked about saying that I'm okay with stripping. But, you know, for example, in high school, doing drugs and things that I've gone through personally in life, I feel like I would be a lot more comfortable talking about it in my podcast, and also like bringing my friends along, my boyfriend along. I feel like it would be a fun little project. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about my podcast idea? Do you guys like it? What would you guys like me to talk about? I'm gonna look into equipment and things like that and see as soon as I can start. Because if there's one thing that I won't run out of is topics. Should I stop here? Oh, my camera's about to run out of battery, so I'm gonna stop it right here. All right, guys, before my camera runs out of battery, I'm gonna end this video right here. It's already been 35 minutes of me talking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos every single week. Also, make sure to follow me on all my social medias. I'm on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and OnlyFans. I really hope my camera doesn't die right now. I had so much fun just hanging out with you guys. I consider this my little birthday meal, my birthday dinner with you guys. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Always make sure to be kind to one another, and I will see you guys on my next one. Dirty hands. Bye.